Assalamu alaikum respected audience, this is Sirad Ali and you are watching my YouTube channel। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक बहुत पावरफुल स्किल के बारे में जो है लिसनिंग। ये हमारी सीरीज़ की सेकंड स्किल है लिसनिंग। फर्स्ट एटीट्यूड को हमने डिस्कस किया, अब हम लिसनिंग को डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं। सो ऑनेस्टली हम सब रोज़ाना सुनते हैं, लेकिन क्या आपने कभी सोचा है कि क्या वाकई हम सुनते भी हैं? मुझे यहाँ पे पहले तो ये फील होता था कि अगर हम अपने ऊपर इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करें तो लिसनिंग एक सिंपल चीज़ है, लेकिन जब हमने इसको सीरियसली अंडरस्टैंड किया तो ये रियलाइज़ हुआ हमें कि हाउ विल आई लिसन एक्चुअली डिफाइन माई रिलेशनशिप्स एंड सक्सेस। सो देखें कि हमारी पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में जो प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं उनकी मेजर एंड कोर रीज़न जो है वो पुअर कम्युनिकेशन ही होती है। और कम्युनिकेशन का जो गैप है यही वो चीज़ है कि जो इसमें कोर रोल प्ले करता है। अब अगर लिसनिंग को देखा जाए तो जब मैं लिसनिंग को इस कोर रीजंस को देखता हूँ, तो जब हम लोगों को प्रॉपरली नहीं सुनते या आप लोगों को प्रॉपरली नहीं सुनते तो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग क्रिएट होती है, और चाहे वो दोस्त हों, फैमिलीज हों और कलीग्स हों। अब फिर हम ये डिसाइड करते हैं कि ये क्या है कि अगर कॉन्शियसली आप डिसाइड करते हैं, और मैंने भी ये डिसाइड कर लिया है कि हम इन लिसनिंग्स को इम्प्रूव करते हैं। आप भी डेफिनेटली अपनी लिसनिंग को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। अब अगर आप ट्राई करते हैं कि जब कोई बात कर रहा हो तो हम उस डिस्ट्रैक्शंस को जो हमें डिस्टर्ब कर रही है साइड पे रखें। नो फोन, नो इंटरप्शन, ये पहला एटिकेट है। और आई कंटेक्ट मेंटेन करता है और जेन्युइनली उसको समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि सामने वाला क्या फील कर रहा है। देन बिलीव मी, तो इस छोटी सी चेंज से आपकी ज़िंदगी बदल सकती है और एक ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा आपकी लाइफ पे। मेरे रिलेशनशिप्स और आपके रिलेशनशिप्स भी इसमें बेटर हो सकते हैं, आप लोगों को ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकते हैं और टीम वर्क भी इससे इम्प्रूव होगा। तो आप भी ट्राई करें, मैं भी इसको अप्लाई करता हूँ। तो इन क्वालिटीज़ को ऑप्ट करके हम अपने आप को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। अब यहाँ पे एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट बात जो आप समझ सकते हैं, वी ग्रो बिकॉज वी लिसन। सो जब आप दूसरों को सुनते हैं तो कुछ ना कुछ आपको नया सीखने को मिलता है। हर इंसान के पास एक यूनिक एक्सपीरियंस होता है, और अगर हम सुनना सीख लें तो हम उनकी विजडम को एब्जॉर्ब कर सकते हैं। अब अगर यहाँ पे देखा जाए तो कॉन्शियसली अगर आप देखें तो जो कम बोलता है और ज़्यादा सुनता है, यही एक क्वालिटी है जो एक डिसिप्लिन लिसनर्स की है। ये डिसिप्लिन लिसनर की क्वालिटी उसे रिस्पेक्ट देती है, रिगार्ड दिलवाती है। अब यहाँ पे एक सिंपल मैसेज है कि डोंट जस्ट हेयर पीपल, ट्रूली लिसन देम। कि विदाउट इंटेंशन जो हेयरिंग होती है, जैसे गाड़ियों के हॉर्न की आवाज़ है, ये हेयरिंग होती है। लिसनिंग होता है अटेंटिवली सुनना। तो आपने लिसन सुनना है, करना है, रिस्पेक्ट से सुनना है। अगर आप अपनी लाइफ में रिलेशनशिप्स और सक्सेस लेकर आना चाहते हैं और रिलेशनशिप्स को इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं, तो अपनी एक अच्छी लिसनिंग हैबिट्स क्रिएट करें। अगर आपको लगता है कि ऑनेस्टली अगर यहाँ पे हम देखें, हम डेली सुनते भी हैं, हम डेली सुनते तो हैं कि क्या वाकई हम समझ कर सुनते भी हैं? अब अगर इस स्किल को आप सीरियसली यहाँ पे देखें भी सही, तो मेरे ख्याल से हम मोर देन 90% लोग जो हैं वो इसको जस्ट हेयर करते हैं, लिसन नहीं करते। पहले अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती थी फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में भी, लेकिन जब अगर आप इसको इम्प्रूव करें, एक्टिव लिसनिंग की तरफ लेकर आएँ, तो चीज़ें आपको चेंज होना नज़र आएंगी। अब हम अगर ट्राई करें तो हमें डिस्ट्रैक्शन को साइड पे रखना होगा, आई कांटेक्ट देना होगा और जनरली समझना होगा कि सामने वाला क्या रहा है और क्या फील कर रहा है। और फिर इसका बेनिफिट ये होगा कि गुड लिसनर एक्चुअली हैज़ सम स्पेशल क्वालिटीज़। जैसे कि अब अगर आप देखें तो आप हर कन्वर्सेशन में वो बंदा सीख रहा होगा, हर डिस्कशन को ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी समझ रहा होगा, सिर्फ सरफेस लेवल बात पे सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रहा होगा। वो क्वेश्चंस करता है और डीपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेता है उससे। अगर कोई कन्फ्लिक्ट हो तो वो ट्राई करता है कि मेडिएटर बने, और उसके लिए ये ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होता कि क्या सही है, ना कि कौन सही है। ये ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट उनके लिए वो ये होती है कि वो लोगों को फील करवाता है कि वो इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं बाय लिसनिंग टू देम अटेंटिवली। अब बात करते हैं कि इसके बेनिफिट्स क्या होंगे अगर आप एक एक्टिव लिसनर्स होते हैं और अटेंटिवली अगर आप सुनेंगे, तो इसके बेनिफिट्स क्या होंगे आपको। अगर आप लिसनिंग को प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और पॉजिटिव वे में देखते हैं तो आप नोटिस करेंगे कि आपके रिलेशनशिप्स में रिस्पेक्ट और ट्रस्ट बिल्ड होगा, आप कन्फ्लिक्ट्स को इजीली रिजॉल्व कर पाते हैं, आप हर इंसान से कुछ नया सीखते हैं, आपका इन्फ्लुएंस इंक्रीज होता है, लोग आपकी बात सुनते हैं और आप अपने एनवायरनमेंट को पॉजिटिव बना लेते हैं। लेस मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग, लेस ड्रामा। सवाल ये है कि इसको कैसे इम्प्रूव किया जाए। अब यहाँ पे कुछ सिंपल स्टेप्स आपके सामने रखने जा रहे हैं। पहला ये है कि ओपन माइंड के साथ सुने, हर साइड को समझने की कोशिश करें। सेकंड, जो भी कर रहे हो उसको स्टॉप करो, फुल अटेंशन एंड के साथ सुनो और डिस्ट्रैक्शंस को साइड पे कर दें। थर्ड थिंग इज नॉन जजमेंटल लिसनिंग होनी चाहिए। जब आप जज नहीं करते, ट्रस्ट ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीज होता है, बिल्ड होता है। एंड फोर्थ इज क्वेश्चनिंग, वेरीफाई करो और देन समराइज करो ताकि सामने वाले को लगे कि आप जेन्युइनली उसको सुन रहे हैं। तो और लास्ट पे अगर देखा जाए, सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि ये मत सोचो कि आप नेक्स्ट क्या बोलने वाले हैं, सबसे पहले पूरा सुने फिर रिस्पॉन्ड करें। तो दोस्तों, ये हमारी सिंपल सी डिस्कशन है कि वी ग्रो बिकॉज वी लिसन। सो अगर आप अपनी लाइफ को इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं, रिलेशनशिप्स को पॉजिटिव लेकर चलना चाहते हो और कैरियर्स को ब्रॉड करना चाहते हो, तो सिर्फ एक क्वालिटी पैदा कर लो कि सुनना और समझना सीख लें। अगर आपको ये लगता है कि ये लिसनिंग आपकी लाइफ को चेंज कर सकती है, तो फाइनली मैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी आपके सामने इंपॉर्टेंट रखने जा रहा हूँ। इनका आपने ऑनेस्टली रिव्यू देना है और आपने देखना है कि सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट जो चीज़ आपने सीखी है वो क्या है और क्यों है। इसको आपने आंसर करना है। फर्दर आप अपनी लाइफ में लिसनिंग स्किल्स को 1 से 10 तक अगर ग्रेड देना चाहें, अकॉर्डिंग टू माय व्लॉग जो बातें मैंने डिस्कस की हैं, तो आप कितना इसको रेट देंगे। थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज़, आपने अपने आप को ये देना है कि आप कैसे अपनी लिसनिंग को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। फर्दर क्वेश्चन इज़ कि आप अपनी लिसनिंग को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं तो इसके बेनिफिट्स क्या होंगे। फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन आपने माइंड में लेकर आना है कि कोई ऐसा पर्सन जो आपको लगता है कि वो इस क्वालिटी को ऑप्ट किए हुए है और वो आपके लिए एक आइडियल हो सकता है, तो वो कौन है और आप उसको भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं। तो लोग अपनी लिसनिंग स्किल्स को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और अपनी डेली लाइफ में अपने कैरियर्स को, अपने प्रोफेशंस को, एज वेल एज फैमिली रिलेशंस एंड डिफरेंट रिलेशंस को पॉजिटिव लेकर चलने के लिए एक गुड हैबिट लेकर चलते हैं। सो बेस्ट ऑफ लक विद दीज बेस्ट सजेशंस कि आप भी इनको फॉलो करें और अपनी लाइफ को इम्प्रूव करें। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में। आप सबको रिक्वेस्ट है कि अगर मेरा चैनल अच्छा लगे तो इसको ज़रूर डेफिनेटली आप सब्सक्राइब, लाइक एंड शेयर करें। Assalamu alaikum dear students, this is Sajjad. As all of you are familiar that this is our preparation series of different exams like UET, NUST, FAST, NUMS, SAMBO and different universities admission as well as commissions exams, in which we address different MCQs of past papers as well as important MCQs. So according my opinion, it would be useless if I just share you past paper MCQs. So I decided here that I have to just give you a first an overview, a brief class about subject verb agreement, and after this I would be able to be confident and would be able to share you different MCQs, past papers preparations, and would be able to crack. So let's talk about subject verb agreement. When we talk about subject verb agreement, at that time first of all here is a board in front of you I am sharing, which is my practical classroom board. So I am going to share you here. So first of all we have to be confident that in subject verb agreement, if your subject is plural then verb should be plural. If your subject is singular then verb should be singular. So here is a concept which is most important. You have to be confident. Noun plus s or es gives us plural. Mean here is a boy, boy is a singular, and if we use here boys, boys is plural noun now. Okay, and in form of verb, when we use a verb and gives us a s or es addition, then it makes a singular verb. For example, here is a verb is play, and if we use here an s or es addition, for example plays, so now plays is a singular verb. So now Ali teaches English or Ali plays football. Ali is a singular noun and subject, so plays is as well as singular. So Ali plays football. This is correct. Okay. So in next look here, this is they.
So they is a plural subject. So when we plural subject, at that time they teach English, not teach English. For example, they play football. Play is a plural verb without s or es. Verb gives us plural form. So they is a plural. So again, play is as well as plural verb. So they play football. Ali plays football. This is a simple concept. And next, some tricky questions and tricky concepts I am going to address you here. So like here is a subject. So first of all, in front of you, this is S1 is belonging to helping verb and verb. So mean that in these type of sentences, you observe here two different subjects exist in a single sentence. For example, here is in front of you, Ali along with team store playing. So now Ali along with team store playing or has played or have played. So basically concept is here, if two subjects exist in a single sentence, at that time we have to give helping verb or verb according to our first subject. So how can we decide? If there is existence of what we know. What we know, W stand for with, and A stand for along with, T stand for together with, B stand for but, E stand for except, N for not, O for of. These are existence of different words. So if these type of words exist in your sentence, at that time we have to use a verb according to your first subject. So for example, here is a Ali. Ali is a singular subject. Ali along with his parents or with his friends. With his friends is plural. Are going to Lahore or is going to Lahore. Ali along with his friends is going to Lahore, are going to Lahore. Now here is existence of two subjects and Ali is a first subject, S1. So we have to give verb according to your first verb, first noun, and first noun is Ali, which is singular. So Ali along with his friends is going to Lahore. So this is concept about this what we know. And next rule is here, if we use a subject, two subjects exist in a single sentence, at that time we have to give verb according second subject. When if here is existence of NB, so E for either or, N for neither nor, N for not only, B for but also. These are correlative conjunctions as well. So when we use NB, so at that time after second subject, according second subjects, we have to use here verb. Like here, either Ali or his friends. Now look here, friends is plural and this is either or. We used here either or. So Ali is a singular, friends is plural. So we have to decide verb according second verb. So because of this there is a or. Either Ali or his friends are yelling or sleeping. We can use any kind of sentence here. Next concept is here, ma'ams. If here is existence of ma'ams, these are words. So after ma'ams, which subject exists? So according to that subject, we use verb. So ma'ams, M stand for most, R stand for all, M stand for minority, S stand for some. So if these type of words exist in your sentence, so according next subject we have to decide our verb. Most of the boys, so boys is plural, so verb should be plural. So or, because of this we use here or. Let's talk about next concept, and next concept is here PRP. So PRP, P stand for percentage, a portion, R stand for ratio, and next P stand for percentage. So after PRP, subject is, if subject is singular then verb should be singular, if subject is plural then verb should be plural. So half of the boys, so boys is plural, half of this is portion of something, boys is plural, so we have to use here form of verb plural, so all. Next rule is here all carries in our previous lecture, concept we discussed here, that if all exists in your sentence, at that time we should use plural verb. But keep in mind, if all belongs to an abstraction, mean abstract noun, at that time we have to use singular verb, not plural. This is previous concept. If with all we use any countable noun, then we use plural verb. If we use with all any kind of abstraction or abstract noun, at that time we have to use singular verb. So because of this, now all boys, so all boys, this is plural, but all that glitters is as well as plural, but this is an abstract noun. So because of this, here is not all that glitters is not gold hota hai. On the other hand, we can't use here all that glitters are not gold. Let's talk about some subjects are, sometimes students think that s or es addition gives us a plural noun always, but keep in mind different subjects depend different criteria. So here is politics, physics, mathematics, but these are singular, so mostly student use singular verb. But keep in mind, if these type of noun, these type of subjects we use as an ability, if politics we take as a subject, at that time singular verb. If politics we take as an ability, at that time plural verb. So in our sentences, she is good in politics, so we are talking about subjects. Your politics are cause of success, so now we are talking about abilities or activities, so because of this we are using or here. So same like this, ethics is necessary for the community, or ethics are necessary for the community. So ethics are necessary for the community because we are taking as an ability ethics. Next rule is here about relative pronoun, who, which and that. When we talk about who, which and that, so first of all, who we use for human as well as animal, but for pet animals. Okay, who we can use here for pet animals. P stand for pet animals. So which we use for animals as well as for things, but that we use all these three. We can use that for human, animals and for things. So he is one of the men. So concept is here, he is one of the men who are or is crazy. So according subject verb agreement, keep in mind this is relative pronoun. So before relative pronoun, if subject is plural, so we should use plural verb. If subject is singular, so we can use singular verb. So here is a concept that you have to focus on a subject immediate before your relative pronoun. So man is plural, so because of this there is are. So this is correct option. Next, here is in subject verb agreement, here is inversion rule. Inversion rule. Before inversion, I am here to share you an exception in this concept in relative pronoun. Keep in mind, if only one exists in sentence, at that time always use singular verb. For example, he is only one of the men. So only when we focus on only one, so at that time here would be is crazy. He is only one of the men who is crazy, then it would be correct. Next concept is here about inversion. So when we talk about inversion, at that time keep in mind inversion is basically inverse. From inverse, what is inverse? Basic structure of our subject is SVO, subject, verb and object. So inversion, when we apply inversion on subject verb agreement or this sentence structure, at that time we use subject before your verb before your subject. So we replace subject and verb. This is known inversion. So if we use verb before subject, then it is called inversion. So here is concept. When we give inversion to our sentences, here there are different criteria. For example, if you observe question mark in your sentence, at that time there is a requirement of an inversion. If your adverb exists in start of your or beginning of sentence, at that time there is a requirement of inversion. But adverb if mid exists, at that time there is no need of inversion. On the other hand, if a conjunction exists in your sentence, at that time there is a need of inversion. On the other hand, on basis of here and there, if we use here and there in your sentences, at that time there is a need of inversion. So for example, there are few boys in the class, so there are we use are before subject. Before boys we use are, so because of this there are few boys in the class, so this is inversion because of there. Okay, and here is as well as exception. If in case of here and there, look here, in case of here and there, second option, look here, second option is here and there go we or there we go. First of all, there go we, so here is verb before we, so this is inversion, and there we go, in this second sentence there is no inversion. But how can we meet our concept that we told you that there is a requirement of inversion if we use there and here in sentence? Keep in mind, here is exception as well. If a pronoun exists in a sentence with there and here, at that time there is a no need of inversion. So we is a pronoun, so because of this there is a no need of inversion. On the other hand, in our different textual concepts we observe in Punjab board, for example, here is a sentence, a mild attack of locusts, from the lesson of a mild attack of locusts. Here the locusts came, here the locusts came, or here came the locusts. So here came the locusts, this is correct because came is a verb and before subject, this is called inversion. In our first sentence, look here, he likes to compose, he likes to compose, this is correct because at the end there is a full stop. On the other hand, he likes to compose, if we observe question mark at the end of sentence, at that time does he like to compose. This is overall concept of our subject verb agreement. Let's move towards the past paper MCQs, and according these concept we can understand our different criteria. So let's practice these past paper MCQs. These are some past paper MCQs. On behalf of these past paper MCQs, we can understand different concepts and apply our concepts. Which sentence demonstrate correct agreement? First sentence is the cat are sleeping. This is incorrect. The cat are sleeping, incorrect. Why? The cat, when we use definite article with an animal or bird name, at that time the animal or bird represent the whole class or creed of the family. For example, the cat, now we are not talking about a single cat, we are representing a whole class of cat. On the other hand, we use here cats a singular, so R we can't use. Next is the cats is sleeping, so cats is plural, so we can't use R here again. The cat is sleepings, here is problem of S, so this is as well as incorrect. The cats are sleeping, this is correct option. Delta is correct option. Alpha, beta and Charlie are incorrect, but keep in mind this is excluding technique, and you have to be confident in these type of MCQs and in these type of exams. You have to be confident about excluding techniques. So never apply a single concept that either A is correct, B is correct or C is correct. Never focus on a single option. So you have to focus on all options. Next, move towards next MCQs. This our previous MCQs is from 2023 different universities past papers, and this is from NUMS 2022 past papers. The Englishman thinks that he and his country are the best. So now he and his country are the best, this is correct, but the English is a proper noun, so here is need of capitalization, so this is incorrect. Beta is the Englishman think that. The Englishman, this is singular, so here is a need of singular verb, and we told you that verb with addition of S or ES verb becomes singular, and without S or ES this is plural. So think is plural here. We are here to require a singular verb, so this is incorrect. The Englishman thinks. Now look here, thinks is singular verb, Englishman is singular, so this is correct option. Delta is why incorrect. The Englishman think, again the Englishman think we use here plural verb, so this is as well incorrect. Let's move towards next MCQs, and in our next MCQs, this is from UHS 2023. This is from UHS 2023 MCQs. Choose the part of the sentence that carries error. In winter, the days and nights is cold. Look here, in winter there is no problem, this is correct. The days, this is correct, and nights, this is as well correct, but is cold. So look here, in winter the days and nights. The days and nights is a plural subject, so there is a requirement of plural verb, but we use there is, so because of this is incorrect. And because according to our direction, choose the sentence that carries error. So correct option is delta. Next, here should be R is cold. In winter, the days and nights are cold, so this is problem in this portion. So these type of questions you can understand in different exams, that which type of questions could be asked. Fill in the blank with correct option. A full description of car accidents. We are talking about a full description of car accident, so we are talking about description, and this is plural, this is singular. Accidents is plural, but a full description, we are talking about full description, so here is a requirement of singular verb, so because of this is singular verb. On the other hand, here is another technique of excluding option. If you are not familiar with the concept at that time, here is R is plural, and as well as have been is plural, were is plural, only singular is was, so because of this, on this behalf we can understand that it would be correct option, because all are plural, so singular would be correct option. This is different from all others. Let's move towards other options and other MCQs, which is here UHS 2011 MCQs. Your argument is simple, abstruse, as there is no clarity of thought and coherence in ideas, and it also lack vision. So in this sentence, we have to just focus and identification of different errors. So here is, this is alpha option, or we can say either problem exists in beta or Charlie or delta. Look here, problem exists in delta. So delta is our correct option. Why? Because lack is a plural verb, and here is requirement. We are talking about your argument is singular, so here is a requirement of singular verb. Lack is plural, so we should use here lacks. So this is problem, so delta is correct option here. Let's move towards next MCQs, and in our next MCQs, this is from UHS 2012. Identify the correct option. Time and tide wait for no man. Look here, sometimes we think that and gives us pluralization, but keep in mind, if we use and different nouns represent a single unit, at that time we use a singular verb. But if, for example, horse and carriage is going, horse and carriage now representing a single unit like tanga, so horse and carriage is going, not are going. But in this concept, sometimes students in different books, sometimes we observe this is mistake. So focus on this, that in UHS 2012, time and tide, this is not a single unit. We are representing